All right, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some, I guess we'll call it Orzhov tokens, trying to take advantage of Sentry because seems to be the hot card of the moment where everybody wants to play with it. But this deck's going to be more about Comball than Sentry, but Sentry's definitely coming along for the ride. So we're going to start with Novice Inspector because we get to make a clue, which can actually work well for us and gives us a way to draw cards. Some Seam Rip so that when we make the token from the Sentry, we can actually get rid of it, which is super nice. We also have Exercise as our removal of choice because it exiles, so we can use this as a backup option. It also gets rid of artifacts and enchantments. We do have one Get Lost just because, but it could be another Exercise if you wanted it to be. We have a couple of Bitterbloom Bears because this makes tokens, which we love, and the life we lose we get right back from Comball, which is kind of nice. Deep Cavern Bat because this card's still just good. Shoot the Sheriff and Strategic Betrayal, giving us some removal and a way to deal with graveyards. Sanguine Evangelist, another way that we can make tokens, and then pump up all these other smaller creatures, which is nice. Lord Skidder, another way we can deal with graveyards while making tokens. And Comball, Profiteering Mare. If you know what this is, it's a 3-mana 2/4. Whenever one or more tokens your opponent control enters, for each of them, create a tapped token that's a copy of it. So when your opponent gets a token, you get a token. And then, whenever one or more tokens you control enter, your opponent loses a life, you gain a life. So it's a way we can kind of keep dealing damage without even having to attack. But if you are playing stuff like Sentry, where you give your opponent a token, you get a Sentry and a Void token, which is actually pretty sweet. And then, of course, we still have Elspeth because we're making tokens, and if we can make the little creatures come over the top and get the job done, that works too. So yeah, lots of fun stuff going on here. If you've been looking to play with either of these cards, this should be the deck for you. But let's go hop in and see if Comball can really get the job done. Oh, man. With just a Bitterbloom Bear, huh? Okay, let's try it. Oh my gosh. Well, removal cards, here we come. I mean, this might be one of the games where our removal is actually good. Let's go with Seam Rip and pass. Spider Manifestation. Yep. Our lone creature. We're going to hope it survives. Let's go with Strategic Betrayal first. And then I will hope to target an Ouroboros in their hand. Oh, gosh. Oh, Ouroboros would have been the least of my problems. At least those don't have reach. Okay. Well, that's not good. If they get an untapped land, this is bad. Okay, that helps quite a lot. Okay, opponent's just conceding. Let's mulligan. Alright, feel like we can do a little bit more with this hand, potentially. Go ahead and play an Inspector. Looking at red lands, we would like to not take as much damage if we can prevent that. So, if you're wondering why we didn't play Godless Shrine turn 1. I mean, if we have to play it on tap later, sure. But, you know. What do you got, opponent? Of course, it's always that guy. So we attack. We'll play the Deep Cavern Bat. I don't expect it to live through the turn, but... Oh, you just have bulk up and tablets and stuff. Oh, well that changes things quite a bit. I mean, bulk up's kind of scary. All right. I guess that's fine. I mean, like, what am I going to do, really? I have a Strategic Betrayal and 3 lands. None of those choices felt great. But I figured by taking the tablet, we could at least limit some of their options. Especially if all we're going to do is draw lands. I'm not going to waste a strategic betrayal on that guy. So let's just draw. Okay, that could be helpful. I guess I could have waited to crack the map because I sort of knew what land we were going to play there anyway. These don't give trample though, right? No, it's just double the power. Yeah, that's fine. They double bulk up. We take like 15 or something. Yep. Tis what it is. We block. One of those ones where like, we knew the risk. Like, what you gonna do? Gain our 1 life. And just hope we don't die. I mean, we drew a bunch of land. We only got our 2nd threat down just last turn, so we kind of knew how dangerous this was. Obviously blocking. Because why do anything else? Let's see. What's that last card? Another slick shot. I'm not sad to take that from you, my friend. Play the Lord Skitter. Take one of the bulk ups. Go to 5. Kind of want to attack with the Evangelist. But then we just take more damage on the backswing. And it doesn't particularly help us. Like, we would go to 6, but we have 1 less blocker. So it's kind of negligible. And we may end up caught having to block with a Deep Cavern Bat anyway. Ugh. Alright, no blocks. I was going to say, if you had it, I was going to risk it. Okay, they didn't. So that worked out nicely. So now, that's strategic betrayal, so they have to choose. Probably going to be the token, yep. Then we play the other Evangelist. And now we're going to attack. So we gain 4 life this time. That puts us at 8, and now we'll be feeling a little bit safer. Now that we have another bat to block with, and some other knuckleheads, we should be okay. They could draw Burst Lightning. No. Now they won't, because we're at 8. And they blocked, so Burst Lightning can only do 5 now. Yeah, we're good. Random, but we'll take it, because that's another point of life. And we're going to attack. Actually, you know what? Yeah, all of y'all. You know what? Every one of you. Opponent can pick and choose what they block. Yep, it's not going to matter. Alright, we'll keep it. Oh my gosh, why this deck? I know why, because it's a good budget deck that people like to play. Oh, I say that, but this appears to just straight up be rabbits, maybe? That can't be accurate. I was thinking this was going to be the life gain deck. But what do I know? Well, there's tokens of some variety. Alright, well, we're going to go with this first so we can try to at least cause some type of havoc. Yep, you got it.
Side by side we fight.
Yeah, no blocks. Feel free to sneak something in, because that's what's about to happen. No, so it's for real just mono white tokens, huh? Well, that's a thing. I guess we just go attacking then. Why does that feel like they just have another Ajani? Or they're just going to attack us for lethal, right? Because we're only at 12. All right, cool. You have a kin binding. Great. Jeez, we're out of here. Yeah, we'll keep this. Don't have double black, so that's a thing we'll have to figure out later, but that's okay. Ruin Lurker Bats. Sure. I say we attack. And I just end the turn. We're more likely to want to get rid of something with Shoot the Sheriff than we are just playing another body there and not using our mana. Essence Channeler, sure. I'm down to get rid of that. So they will get to scry at the end of turn, but I think it's worth it. Alright, found another land, which is good. So now we can play the Inspector and have some options open. A surprise option at that if we want to block with the Bitterbloom Bear. They'll never see it coming. No! Alright. That's fine. We'll get the block on. They'll still get to grow their Ajani. So that's a real thing. We're going to need to hope to draw a removal spell, because I'm sure they have at least one shelter by now. And we'll have to figure out what to do from here. It's not going to feel good. Oh, Ouroboros. That's gross. Alright, well, that's a thing you did. We'll take that and just get rid of you, because you're a future problem. Alright, Deep Cavern Bats. Well, guess that doesn't really matter much in this scenario. Let's go ahead and draw. Oh, that'll work. Attack for 5. The good news here is we know the opponent's hand doesn't do anything, right? They have to draw live. Yep, Halaya, cool. Yep, we block. We block. Okay, not bad. So we get rid of Ouroboros, right? Because we don't really care. Like, we're gambling leaving this out there. I understand. But that becomes more of a problem. Get rid of the Channeler, I guess. Alright, opponent's at 8. We're at 12. Here comes a shelter. Yeah, we knew it was on there somewhere. Like, we're not surprised. Alright, we're at 4. We got another Sentry, which does help. I don't want to say that like I'm not appreciative. Oh, I guess I should have attacked first, because I could have gained a life there. Though, I guess it's in our interest not to attack anyway, because we may need to block, and if we just give them back a Halaya, we don't care that much, since they already have one. Okay, Channeler, you got it. What is that other unknown card, opponent? Probably a land. Oh, this is interesting. So you're willing to attack. Oh, I guess their logic is if we just give them back a Halaya, they're going to get to gain life here anyway. Huh. And we just get back a Sentry, so there's really no loss for them. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, why not? Yep, and it was a land. Deep Cavern Bats. Does that result in anything? Nope. What does this get us? You know, that ain't terrible. It's an interesting card. Truly. I think they just sacrificed the Channeler, though, right? If given the opportunity. And then just put the counters on like Alaya, because that's probably what I would do. We block. We block. And we block. Because that makes sense. And then now if we get a removal spell... I don't know, this game's about to get weird, actually. Because we know they only have a land. They're going to have to sacrifice something. It's probably going to be the 8/8. And then we start putting counters on our stuff. Alright, so they're just going to give us that back. Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. You're not keeping that one. Like, that much we know. Okay, so now it's just, do they get a removal spell for our Sentry? We're definitely attacking with these. We're attacking with the Sentry. I say we go for it. And then just say if they have it, they have it. Otherwise, we get to pump up our team and just win next turn. Sanctifier is not it. Yep, we should be in good shape here. Yep. Now they attack, we block. We pump the team, attack, we win. Nice. Get in there. This was a good comeback. Thought things were getting dicey for a second. Yeah, we played a Selesnya Life Gain deck recently, and it was very good. However, we did not play Pridemate. We definitely didn't play Ouroboros. So, I don't know if that was good or bad, or that made a difference, but our removal spells came in handy. Ooh, man. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this mana feels better. I was like, that was just kind of all over the place. I didn't feel good about it. Are we gonna have to shelter, Yep, I was just thinking, there it is. Good old Badger Mulk up, right on time. Alright, here's the good news. We do have the combo in hand. Where we get to combo followed by the Sentry, which could be very cool. I mean, they could also Hydra into some crazy turn next turn, so that would suck. Okay, not quite a Hydra. I am just going to take the 2 now. And no attack, obviously. Well, that's a thing that happened. We're just going to take our 4 and like it. No blocks. It is funny, though, because every time they attack, we're going to get an extra token, so that's always fun. All right. We might play the other Sentry just to get the extra damage from combo. We need a removal spell, though, at some point. Because we can only chump block for so long before this ends up badly. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, we know the score at this point. Not a lot we can do about it. Yep. You got it. I mean, you attack with everything, right? I was going to say, anything that's not everything attacking has to be wrong, I would assume. All right, we're at 8. So now I don't know that we... Well, like that, we definitely can't win. That doesn't really help us either. What's our best bet? We attack. Opponent's going to take 10. They go to 7. We can only block 2 things. Yeah, I don't think we can win. We're just dead. All right, that's a tough one. Yeah, this is one where we just needed one of our other removal spells somewhere along the way to help us out. We didn't get them, and we just got the bad end of that one. Ooh, sure, let's keep it. Is this a mono blue pile? Yep, it looks like a mono blue pile. Well, I guess they only have 3 mana counters today, folks. Or counters that don't counter creatures. Which, you know, is a thing. Go attacking. Alright, let's see the first counter. Gotta be at 3 steps ahead, or why would you have kept it? I was gonna say, you're not keeping a hand where you're not countering or drawing or bouncing anything. That just doesn't make sense. Right? It's like the worst possible plan. Attack. Opponent's doing nothing. With them having a demolition field, we also don't really want to play Abandoned Air Temple unless we have to. Okay, well, that makes it a have-to kind of situation. Sure, we're okay with that. I mean, you got to make them use the counter sooner or later. All right, go attacking. I'm actually going to cast Strategic Betrayal. Because some of these decks do want to have more things in their graveyard. Yeah, we'll get mana. Interesting they're doing this right now. I wonder if they're just trying to 3 steps ahead. I guess we'll make it a swamp. They just let it ride. All right. Interesting. So there is white mana in there, which is a little bit of a surprise. Here comes a 3 steps with bonus. Oh no, you're just going to mill half our library. Okay, well, that's a thing. Should have known that's what we were playing against. And I'll assume they're just going to play the thing that mills our yard. Nope, they don't have it, I guess. Alright, well. I mean, if you get what you need, you're already going to be able to get us anyway, so we're not going to worry about that part of stuff. We have no more basics. They have all been milled. Fantastic. Yeah, let's go to attack. See what you want to do. Alright, so they're saving for a counter of some type. Let's just end the turn. I mean, they're obviously just looking to mill us out here. They're just looking for the artifact. If they get it, they get it. Scry, they're getting to dig one more. Did you get it? Alright, well. Put counters on. Try to play Elspeth. Alright, cool. That'll do it. We are going first. Alright. Well, hopefully we draw some mana. In the meantime, does the opponent have anything cool? Oh. Sacrifices a creature. Burglar rats. Okay, so this for real is just a discard thing. All right. Maybe I should have taken the tribute because there's a chance we don't even draw a land here and then this is terrible. Yeah, strategic betrayal's fine. Okay, we lucked out. Go attacking. Yep, sack that little bat. Yep, not blocking either. We are not interested in that line of work. Also good to pick up another white mana there. Alright, in the turn. Interesting. No discard, no nothing? Alright. And no removal. Okay. Not sure what the hand is otherwise, but here we are, I guess. What would you be playing that makes us lose life, though, as you gain life? I guess we still target one of these. Because why not? I'm going to save the get lost, I guess. And then we'll just attack. Alright. Well, if the opponent doesn't have anything, next turn would be lethal, activating a land. Yeah, that should do it, right? Because those don't block. Barring something crazy happening. Sure. I mean, I'll use it just to use it. Well, that also would have helped us get there, but came into play untapped. Tapped anyway. Well, we drain them, and then we attack them for the other 6. Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, we'll try it. We're on the draw. We have a lot of chances to try and get out of trouble. This is not how you do it, though. Origins of Spider-Man. This is a very interesting choice. Like, I'm a strategic betrayal. Mostly because this looks like the Aura's decks, and they don't necessarily have a lot of creatures. So if they play the next one and aren't able to protect it, then maybe we get to do something. If not, it just sucks to suck. Okay, cool. We get to get rid of that duder. Because he does now have actual power 4 or greater. We still need mana. We're not doing anything without that right now. Well, darn it. I mean, play what you got, opponent. I mean, we're stuck with no lands, so this is all you. And we're doing a whole lot of nothing. Alright, that's helpful. Let's go Deep Cavern Bat. Hopefully take something good. That qualifies right now. Alright, then we need to get an untapped land. Get a Sentry down, and then we're good, right? Oh, I just drew a land. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I would block and trade for that. Also, in some way, makes our strategic betrayals live if we find one. We failed to find one, mind you. Oh, I did that wrong. I should have done this pre-combat so I can make a 1/1. That's going to come back to bite us, isn't it? Oh, Oh, you know what? We'll go ahead and get rid of that now. So now if they do draw an aura, they don't have anywhere to put it. Okay. Excellent. We are going to keep it. And we're just going to hope everything works out. Always hate when that happens. But we're going to attack. They're obviously not going to block. And they're just going to help we take a card that slows them down. Oh, you're playing World War Hulk? So you could still play Elf, next turn draw an untapped land Hulk, but there's nothing to Hulk, so we'll take that, I guess. We would also have Get Lost available. Ugh. Jeez. Yep. Well aware. I think we still just rock with this. And attack. Alright. Hopefully they don't draw something scary that they get to World War Hulk for free, because I went shields down here. What do you got? Oh, man, are you kidding? Seriously? Alright, well, what's our play? I mean, I guess percentage just doesn't fly. So there's that. So if we can get an untapped land, we could theoretically come over the top for lethal next turn, right? No, we wouldn't be able to. We'd have to attack with everything now. They take 2, 3. They'd be at 14. No, it's not enough. Put them at 15. We put a counter on everything. That'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Gah. We're just going to be just short. Oh, we wouldn't even be able to. We'd have to give up one of the tokens. Yeah. All right. I mean, it's kind of all we can do. I mean, I guess there is a weird thing here, though, right? If we gain enough life... Well, no, because that's going to get 3 counters anyway. Oh, I thought they were going to put it on the Progenitus. I mean, we're still cooked either way, right? I mean, might as well attack with the 4/4. Yeah, I mean, like, there's zero reason not to. And then we're just dead. Man, what are the odds that they would just draw the Progenitus there? That's so sick. Yeah, there's nothing we're going to be able to do. We didn't even get the mana for the Elspeth, so that plan's blown up anyway. All right. Yeah, we just lose. Let's keep it. I feel like we haven't even seen the key cards all that much in this deck. It's kind of been a weird run so far. Well, those don't help, do they? No 2 mana things to play here, unfortunately. And they're just leveling up the talent. Wow. Nothing else on the turn? Oh, this looks like they have a Requiting Hex with those pauses. They just don't want to waste it on an Inspector, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. And go attacking. Go ahead and play one of these Evangelists. So what do we got going? We're just leveling the talent? That's weird. I think I'm gonna play Lord Skitter. Just to try and make... I mean, I assume there's gonna be like a deadly cover-up or something, but... I mean, if not, we can try to win with Elspeth. Alright, Delian fell.
Congratulations.
I was gonna say, you have to minus, right? So their whole plan appears to have been just about Innkeeper's talent. That's interesting. Huh. So if we Elspeth, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that exacts? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. All right. Interesting. So I'm assuming they were just playing Delian Fells and like Lilianas. Is all they were going for. Yeah, if we didn't play Elspeth there, if the math didn't work out, our plan was just going to be Seam Rip to get rid of the Innkeeper's talent so we don't get wrecked when the other things show up. And then probably play the other Lord Skitter there. Only because if they played like Day of Black Sun, we wouldn't get the tokens anyway from these, and I'd like to have the extra damage post-sweeper, but didn't have to worry about it. That was exact damage. Oh, man. Okay. We have Deep Cavern Bat, Bitterbloom Bear, into Sentry. Let's see if this does anything. I have no idea. I mean, Sentry might be legit. If they don't have a bunch of tramplers, we might be okay. Oh, that's actually bad. Yeah, that's going to cause some real problems. And we didn't get a removal spell for that guy. That sucks. That would have been real nice. One of those is a land, right? Sweet. I'll take the other card. Luckily, Evangelist makes multiple bodies. Oh, but now you got Trample. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we just need a hard removal spell for it. If we don't get one, we're not winning. That's basically what this means. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I mean, we could buy one more turn. Because we can go to 9. Okay, well, this is the turn where it's got to be, right? I mean, otherwise, there's nothing. We just lose. So, like, kind of is what it is. All right, got a block. I mean, we knew this was coming. Oh, no, we're dead anyway, because they drew the Razorkin Needlehead. Oh, no, not true, because we can prevent some of that with the Deep Cavern Bat. Nope. We literally drew no removal spells. All right, well, that's a big GG's. Let's keep it and hope to get lucky on our mana. That is not what you want to see when you were trying to get lucky on your mana. I'm going to go with that. And we'll just see if having the Sanctum untapped next turn matters. Okay. That doesn't tell us very much. We are probably just going to go for Deep Cavern Bat this turn. Because this is probably some type of reanimator. And you're playing sweepers? What are we supposed to do here? Oh, man. What's the answer? What's the answer? Beyond the Quiet, just exile stuff? Yeah, I don't know. We're going to be in trouble either way. I mean, our only bet really is just get another Deep Cavern Bat, right? Because anything else just feels like it doesn't matter or make sense here. Like, I guess we could get them to use the Beyond the Quiet in 2 turns, assuming they find another white land. Oh, there it is. And then try to do something with the Sentry. That might be our only bet, really. But otherwise, I don't know what we do. Let's use this just to... We'll exercise the Esper Monduin. Just to kind of encourage the opponent to play a land and use the Beyond the Quiet here. I mean, they might also just play, what's her name? The 3/5 that just gets enchantments back from your yard. Alright, so we got the first half of what we wanted. Oh, hold up. This could work. We took an unexpected detour here, folks. Was not expecting this. Now, Comball's likely just going to die to the Overlord if they get a second red land, but okay, they didn't have it, so that's good. There's a chance Comball lives through this turn. Opponent's going to go digging, though, and see if maybe they could find one. All right. Here's hoping for the best. And we'll get rid of their token. And pass. No more Beyond the Quiet, please. Because otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do after that. It's going to be down to a Little Lord Skitter and some of these lands, I guess. Yeah, Comball's not going to live very long. We're aware of that. That's okay. I feel like we at least stifled the opponent's plan for now. And that's kind of all we can really hope for. So now it's just, do we get greedy and play Lord Skitter? I don't think we can afford to, honestly. I think we're probably just going to activate our land. Because that's 12 and then 12, so that's 24. That just makes the most sense. Yeah, let's just go attacking. Attack with those two. I mean, mathematically, I mean, they could gain life or whatever, but we could also pump to where those are 14. All right, cool. Ugh. That felt scary, man. Like, I feel like we got the strategic betrayal at the right time. Like, because otherwise, this was about to be very ugly for us. But man, hadn't seen that type of deck in a while, though. Kind of interesting to see it still pop up on the ladder. Oh man, so first thing, did the deck work? Yes. Was it great? No. I mean, honestly, I think our record was actually just 8-7. So, you know, one more win than we had losses. So, I mean, technically it had a winning record. Though I will say this, a couple of those losses, we did just get stuck on land a couple of times. So it was kind of just of a weird scenario. So the games played out pretty awkwardly in a couple of them. But also, another thing we ran into quite a bit is lots of people playing Beyond the Quiet as their sweepers. So they're just exiling everything. So that kind of defeats the purpose of the Sentry. Additionally, when you're going up against the control decks, they also have like inevitable defeat, right? Or they end up Jeskai Revelation, so they can just bounce your guy and then attack through for a bunch or whatever. So there's a few scenarios where you do just get caught up getting beat by the Sentry. But we do have a lot of ways to get rid of the token in this list, which I really like. But yeah, overall, the deck was fun. I feel like it needs to be a slight bit more aggressive or maybe something else to do with tokens, whether that's playing the Room the Toy Maker shop or whatever that, you know, you attack, you make the 1/1 doll token or whatever. Like, I think that's actually interesting. There's a few other things like that I think could make this just a little bit better if you want to go that route and maybe only play like 2 Sentry. Instead of leaning on it so hard, you play some of the other stuff and try to win with just tokens doing what they're supposed to do. But overall, yeah, pretty fun. If you already have the parts, I would build it. I wouldn't go out of my way, though. I think if you do just want to play tokens, I think there's the red-white decks that are a little bit better. I do think that there are probably other versions of just Orzhov tokens if you want to do that as well. But it wasn't bad. Like I said, it was fun. I think the deck could have probably got a couple more wins than it had losses if we didn't have those funky draws. But still, it's interesting. It at least got me thinking about the Sentry and what we're going to do with it. But yeah, we'll leave this link up over on Moxfield for you, just so you can download it, tinker with it if you have any ideas or know what you want to do. But hey, if you have a version, hop into the Discord and we'll talk about it. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.